Do you realize who within you is watching this video? Or who within you is hearing my voice? It's that all-pervading consciousness within you, within me, and in every particle of this cosmos. Consciousness is both our final destination as well as the means to travel to the final destination. So in Sahasrara Chakra, our true self experiences the self. The Sahasrara Chakra is located on the crown of the head, also known as the 1,000-petaled lotus or Brahmarandra, or the door to Brahma, or the source of light. Can you compare any light to the brilliance of the sun? Similarly, the radiance of all the other chakras fades before the radiance of the Sahasrara Chakra. At Sahasrara Chakra, the individual consciousness starts reflecting upon its own immensity. The awareness that consciousness flows through every quantum of life around us, and to realize the same presence within our own consciousness. This is enlightenment. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvat Pani Padam Tat Sarvokshishuro Mukham Sarvatu Shati Malloke Sarvam Avratya Tishtatihi. That is, he says, everywhere are his hands, that is, the hands of consciousness, the feet, eyes, heads and faces. His ears are in many places, for he pervades everything in the universe. So he is mentioning about this all-pervading consciousness. We mistakenly think of consciousness as our thoughts, but it is consciousness that creates thoughts. We perceive everything around us, but there is a faculty that not only perceives but also remembers and integrates our perceptions. We flow in our emotions, but think for a minute, who feels that emotions and how do we experience those feelings? This is the mystery we embrace in the crown chakra, a mystery that can only be experienced, not explained. To become aware of our own consciousness is to witness a miracle. In this video, I shall be talking about the significance of awakening the Sahasrara Chakra. This is where all cosmic energy enters our being. It is the doorway to the ultimate fulfillment of our lives. So if you have not subscribed till now, I suggest you to subscribe to this channel now so that you do not miss out on the forthcoming videos in this series. But before we proceed, kindly allow me to pray my gratitude to my Guru. Om Ram Shri Kanhaiya Lal Sharmaye Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. The first chakra or Muladhara chakra brought us our physical identity, where we identify with the body as well as the physical world. Consciousness at the physical level is drawn towards our survival or our self-preservation. At the second chakra or the Swadhisthana chakra, we recognized our emotional identity, giving meaning to the feelings, the sensations of the physical body. What feels good, we value. What feels bad, we move away from. So the emotional identity sparks a desire within us. And where there are desires, there is an impulse to fulfill them. So these desires serve as a fuel for the will in our third chakra or the Manipur chakra. So as the will develops, our separate self awakens. So this is the birth of the ego identity or ego consciousness, which ignorantly identifies our own self as a separate entity from all the pervading consciousness. At the fourth chakra or the heart chakra, our ego identity expands to forge relationships with others. we start moving into our social identity or self-acceptance, which is essential to accept others. At the fifth chakra or the Vishuddhi, which makes us aware of our creativity or the creative identity, we start seeking to make contribution to the world. Our passion and our unique talent starts developing into self-expression. In the sixth chakra or Agya chakra, we enter into a self-reflection in the light of true knowledge. And in the Sahasrara or the crown chakra, we come to identify ourselves with the universal identity of the vastness of creation. We acknowledge ourselves as a part of the same universal consciousness. So do you see the journey of our consciousness from seeing ourselves as a separate individual to becoming aware of the universal nature? At the one extreme is the identity of a distinct, separate physical body in the Mooladhara chakra or the root chakra. And at the other extreme, at the crown chakra, individuality is completely transcended and merged with the larger field of the divine. So this awareness is expressed as four Mahavakyas of Vedanta. Pragyanam Brahma, that is, inside is Brahma. Or I am Atma Brahma, that is, this self or Atma is Brahma. Tattvamasi, that is, thou art that. And Aham Brahmasmi, that is, I am Brahma, I am the consciousness. The entire journey of self-realization or enlightenment is simply a journey of our awareness from individual identity to this universal identity. The element of Sahasrara chakra is Adi Tattva or Ishwar Tattva. It is the source of creation, the pure light, the one reality. And this Tattva is Adi Anadi. Adi means without any beginning and Anadi means without any end. So anything without a beginning or without an end is therefore infinite. So as soon as this Tattva unites with a quality or guna out of the three gunas, which is the quality of Prakriti or our Shakti, it becomes bounded and therefore becomes limited. Just as pure water has no taste of its own, but it acquires the taste of whatever is added to it. Similarly, the same consciousness has diverse manifestations with various qualities and functions. Even the Panch Tattvas or the five elements such as fire, water, air, earth and Akash are manifestations of this Tattva. But the pure essence of it all is the same. The awakening of the Sahasrara chakra reveals the divine splendor of the Supreme Consciousness. It is the seat of Lord Shiva, whom we have met in various forms in the other chakras as well. So in the Mooladhara chakra, we saw him as Lord Pashupati or the Lord of the animals. In the Mooladhara and the Agya chakra, in the symbol of Shivalingam. And in the Sahasrara chakra as Adi and Anadi or the Supreme Divine Consciousness. Adi Shiva is the uncreated creator of the cosmos or Swambhu. He represents Anand, that is bliss, Purusha or that pure consciousness, and Moksha, that is liberation. In each individual, the Atma or the divine consciousness resides within the Supreme Self or the Paramatma, appearing in the form of Adi Shiva in the Sahasrara chakra. In essence, Atma and Paramatma are the same. The Atma also possesses divine consciousness, but till the time it identifies with the ego consciousness or the I-ness or the I consciousness, it remains limited. When the individual consciousness or our Atma frees itself from the shackles and limitations through its journey to Sahasrara chakra, it reaches the Adi Shiva in the Sahasrara chakra and merges with it. It is illuminated and liberated or attains the moksha. Just as the night gives way to sunrise, the darkness of ignorance fades with the opening of the Sahasrara chakra. In fact, our lifelong striving for happiness and fulfillment is at its deepest level the yearning of Jivatma to unite with the Paramatma. We call this as the union of Shiva and Shakti. Shakti, as you know, is located in the Mooladhara chakra and Shiva in the Sahasrara chakra. And between these two exists an irresistible action, an attraction, and we experience the distance between them as a dark zone of unclarity, of ignorance. And the trench that separates Shiva and Shakti is the darkness of ignorance. And the consequences of ignorance are our lifelong pain and suffering. So the bridge across this gap of ignorance is blocked by barriers of our numerous karmas and the restrictive qualities. Our Ichha Shakti or the willpower is the force that provides the impulse for the removal of the rocks of karma once and for all. So the union of Shiva and Shakti occurs when the stream of energy in our two main nadis, the Ida and Pingla, they unite and rise through the Sushumna Nadi. But there is one important condition. The seat of Atma is in the heart. So only when Anahata or our heart chakra is also simultaneously awakened together with the Sahasrara chakra, the union is established through the Brahma Nadi, also known as the Gyan Nadi. It means if the Anahata chakra is blocked and there is no flow of bhakti or love and devotion, the Sahasrara chakra will not open. So now you realize the power of love and devotion. Only with the complete awakening of the Anahata chakra does the flame of light rise from the heart and reach the level of divine consciousness through the door of Brahma. Then the Jivatma dives into the splendor of eternal divine existence. Just as the river, when it merges into the ocean, it loses its existence. Same way the Atma also dissolves its existence upon merger with the Supreme Self. Its form is perfect divine consciousness and eternal divine bliss. Sat Chit Ananda Sarup Atma. This level of consciousness cannot be described with words, but can only be experienced. The development of the consciousness progresses from the root or the Mooladhara chakra through the water or the world, which is called Maya. It progresses upwards along the stem of the lotus or the different chakras and the level of consciousness until it finally unites at the Sahasrara chakra. All individuals travel along their own pathway, have their own experiences, but at the end, all inevitably reach the same goal, the same truth, and the same reality. However, only those who purposely follow the spiritual path throughout their life with consistency and discipline, they reach their ultimate destination. Those who pursue happiness in the external world lose their way. Eternal, true happiness is found within us and not outside. Sant Kabir Das says, Kasturi Kundal Base Mrag Dhoole Van Mahi. That means just as a deer in the jungle keeps running after the scent of musk, not realizing that it is within himself. That is, we seek happiness in the external world and are not aware that whatever we are seeking is within us. The greatest result that the good karmas of our past life can bestow upon us is to connect us to a spiritual master in this life. Once you are under the protection of a realized Guru, your journey to self-realization becomes inevitable. The greatest misfortune is to die without attaining God realization. Painfully, the Jivatma comes to the realization that it has missed the opportunity of human life and must re-enter the cycle of death and rebirth. And after death, we move into the astral level appropriate to our karma. And in the astral world, we are fully aware of all the events but are incapable of taking any action. The direction and goal of our journey is determined solely by the trend of our karmas. So those who finally attain liberation through knowledge and through selfless deeds or nishkam karma with the help of the Guru are not born again unless they voluntarily decide to return to the earth as a helper or as a teacher. An inexhaustible stream of energy radiates from the Sahasrara Chakra, which is known as Medha Shakti. It is one of the most influential and important forces in the body. Our mental power, our intelligence and memory all depend upon Medha Shakti. It is of great importance to preserve and strengthen our Medha Shakti. Medha Shakti is quickly used up by excitement, by stress, by our strong emotions, or by empty chatter, or by crying or shouting or worrying. Similarly, anger, our hate, our jealousy, our feelings of revenge and resentment, they weaken and destroy the Medha Shakti. But we can strengthen our Medha Shakti through relaxation of body and mind, through quietening our thoughts, through trusting in God, through an inner peace of joy and contentment. All yoga exercises exert a positive influence on this Shakti. And all inverted postures such as Shirshasana or Sarvangasana or Viparita Karani Mudra, they are particularly beneficial. Practices like Agnisar Kriya and Pranayam and meditation, they also strengthen our Medha Shakti. So this mental and spiritual power is strengthened through prayer, through recitation of mantra, through reading of holy scriptures, through singing of devotional song, through satsang, and through service to humanity. A very valuable technique to quieten the thoughts and strengthen the Medha Shakti is Maun or silence. Maun leads to perfect inner peace and helps us reach very deep meditation. The most important thing in life is that our spiritual practices are always performed with bhakti, with love and devotion. Through bhakti, through Atma Chintan, that is, constantly thinking about the Atma, through mantra, through meditation, and through the chakras whenever they are awakened. So bhakti and devotion is a very safe and certain pathway to God, because while the flame of pure love and devotion burns within us, no shadow or destructive forces can approach us. So allow the river of love to flow within and hold the candle of wisdom firmly in your hand. Be the light to anyone you meet and help them on their path. And this is the surest way to reach the ultimate goal of your life. Sarve bhavantu sukhna, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyit dukha bhag bhavet. O Lord, may all be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, and may no one suffer. I am your brother guide to prosperity, and my mission is to help you realize the dreams of your life and help you achieve something worthwhile in life for which your family, your parents, and your children can be proud of.